Hello, everyone. Welcome to FIABCI First Fridays. Great to have you all here. As you people are entering into we're letting you in from the waiting room. Today is June 2nd, 2023. I'm coming to you from Miami. My name is Vivian Switalski, and this is the third season of FIABCI. Well, first it was called FIABCI Fridays, but now since we've changed it once a month, now it's FIABCI First Fridays, and as the name indicates, that's the first Friday of every month. We have a great panel today with some of our most active members, and all the way from Asia also. We have Rusmin Lawin, we have Alina Abby from San Francisco, we have Ron Feynman also from California, but more a little bit further south from San Diego and La Jolla, and then we're also expecting another guest, but sometimes we'll see if he pops in. And it's very exciting because next week in Miami, in my hometown, we're having the FIABCI 73rd World Congress, which is going to be very exciting. So I'll be seeing many of you here also next week. But I wanted to get started. Alina, tell us a little bit about what you're presenting today, because you're a very successful broker with Compass, but you've also started a new association, which is very exciting.
Yes, hello everyone. Good to see new and old friends, and just to be here again at first FIABCI Friday. So yes, I am I consider myself a multidisciplinary real estate professional, because this is what I do. Not only I am a licensed real estate broker in San Francisco with Compass, but I'm also very involved in the prop tech scene. Internationally and locally, and because I've been involved and collaborating, I'm representing Asia PropTech in San Francisco Bay Area, Eastern Europe, and Africa. I thought that it's such a pity that we do not have a particular association that's nonprofit for PropTech, not only in Bay Area, but in the United States. It's very difficult to comprise the entire country. So obviously I'm based here. The association is called Silicon Valley PropTech Association, because, as I like to say, Silicon Valley, it's not a place, it's a state of mind. It's a place where everything starts, even if you agree or not, but it's true. And because I also felt that somehow for Silicon Valley, PropTech has always been a kind of an ugly duckling. Even friends of mine who have AI companies that they sold or they went public, they are asking me, what is that prop tech? And because not once, but many times I happen to be in digital technology classes, courses at different universities, and I was the only person in real estate there. And that made me want to unite the industry in a nonprofit organization where people can meet. Founders can meet VCs and markets. And also because I noticed something else. PropTech tends to be most of the time local. It's normal, they are commonalities, but most of the time legislation is different. I'm actually gonna share the screen for the website, if you don't mind, with your permission.
Yes, of course.
This is the website, you can see here about us a little bit. It's based in California, in San Francisco, and it does have an international board of directors, just because although it's based in San Francisco, California, it's global membership based. And what is PropTech? We all know that. We refer to it. Represents the functional bridge between real estate and technology, and it's one of the fastest growing industries today. Just a few numbers. According to Forbes magazine, the PropTech market is currently valued at 18.2 billion and forecasted to reach 86.5 billion by 2032, which is approaching soon. The mission of this organization, which again, it's a place of meeting and where people can actually meet and get business, of course, consultancy business, finding new markets, finding funding. It's a collaboration space for the private, public and non-governmental stakeholders in technology properties. and with emphasis on educational networking and business opportunities and collaboration. The vision is to be a catalyst that brings together these different international players in PropTech. And here are the goals: to connect, develop, encourage innovation, solve problems, pain points that we all have. And also, of course, committed to SDG 17 and ESG. That's very important. And as I stated previously, it's not a geographical place, it's a state of mind. And because this is a place where ideas and dreams comes true for the entire world to benefit from, it's called Silicon Valley PropTech Association. And I wanted to say that the idea came last year. I launched it softly a few months ago. We already have, this is our team and the
So
board.
tell us, can we join also? Are there dues?
Yes,
or
of
what is
course.
the what is the requirement? Just an interest?
Actually,
Or
first for the first year, the membership is free. So I encourage a lot of startup companies in particular, if they'd like to shout out or they'd like to be promoted to join, just because, you know, there are a lot of cross-pollination and cross-references. And Rusmin is actually one of my board members based in Asia. So is Leo Lo, who is the founder of Asia Pacific. I have Teresa Grobecker, who is actually a founder of a blockchain technology company here in Silicon Valley. And she is part of the NAR Rich Incubator as well.
yes.
So this is the board of directors so far. And let me just show you a little bit, just quickly, because I know I don't have so much. Those are partners, global community partners. So we have Malaysia PropTech, Asia PropTech, Indonesia, PropTech Romania, South Africa, and we also have few companies members. They are very different. So we have Athena Smart Cities from Malaysia, Consortia here in the Bay Area. Realtina is based in Georgia. Alpaca Technology, that belongs to our friend
Andres Correa.
That's right. City Structure, which is here in San Francisco, and it pulls the city records to show how much buildable possible, you know, you can transform a space, you know, in the city of San Francisco. Yep. And this is Reezy, which is the newest member, and they will continue. So,
Alina, can you walk us through? So let's say if I had a new, I'm a startup of a PropTech company. So how would I go about promoting myself on your platform? Do you have a place where people chat or introduce themselves, or how would they?
Yes,
I
do a spotlight on each member as they join. And I do that on LinkedIn as well. So you can also follow us on LinkedIn, just because we are on LinkedIn so far, only on LinkedIn. We're not on Facebook.
Yeah, I was looking for you to be able to tag you, but I didn't find you.
You can tag me on LinkedIn for sure.
Okay,
just because we are there. So every time somebody comes, and I have to tell you that it's very discoverable in SEO. So I get a lot of calls from, I don't know why, Scandinavian founders who come here in the Bay Area. So I met quite a few of them. And I usually, you know, they meet with me and we meet together, and, you know, you can become a member. First year is for free. And then, you know, you can sign up to be, this says, can you become a member? And it
sounds like a fantastic initiative. Love it.
It's for free this first year, and then we will have some modest prices, and we receive donations. We'll have events. We'll have the first event soon on smart cities. So stay tuned. I will announce it.
Okay. And who is that sitting next to you, coming in and out of the Zoom screen?
Hola, mi hermana.
Hi, Rusmin. He just arrived in San Francisco. Sorry?
Coming to Miami soon.
Coming to Miami. When are you all arriving? Alina, you're coming too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to welcome you all here. So anyways, Rusmin is our president of Asia Pacific, FIABCI Asia Pacific, but he's has his fingers in everything. And especially the new city. Tell us just in one sentence or a couple of sentences, because I need to move on to the next guest, but just say quickly what your big project is now.
Yes, I just landed yesterday. Today, actually, why I stopped over Silicon Valley because I'm going to visit some EV battery company.
Okay,
Yeah, because they are going to be invest in Nusantara soon. So Nusantara is my president say is a city of explorations, experiment.
but our
Act.
audience doesn't know, Jakarta, they're building a new capital city in Indonesia, which is a huge project. So this is a very big undertaking and they aim to make it the best city in the world. So
Yeah.
Rusman, why don't you put in the chat, is there any link that people can go visit to read a little bit about the new capital city?
Yeah.
Well,
So
Okay, well, let's do that and
Thank you
then we
so
can-
much. And again, membership is free for you if you'd like a
Hey,
shout out, if you want to
put the link,
Yeah.
there, Alina, in the chat.
I will.
So,
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you both. All right, so next we have Ron. Hi, Ron. This is the first
Hello,
time you're on
everyone.
this is the first time you're on the FIABCI Friday show. Welcome.
Yes, I've participated in the meeting before, but this is my first time presenting. So I really appreciate the opportunity. I'll just give a little background about myself. I've been a real estate professional for 20 years. I'm here in San Diego, California. I've been a CIPS designee for about 6 years. I participate in the San Diego Association of Realtors International Committee for about 4 years. We have connections with about 50 countries, kind of reciprocal agreements with about associations from about 50 countries. And we try to attend as many international and national events as we can. I was asked to present one of my listings, and so I'm going to do that here today. I'm
Yes, La
putting all my
Serena.
information, excuse me?
La Serena.
La Serena, yes. And you have a connection to that, right,
Yes,
Vivian?
it's very funny because I've for those of you who don't know me, I live in Miami, but I'm also kind of starting things in the US Virgin Islands, and I just bought a beautiful yacht, a sailboat, and I named her Yacht Serena. And then I'm also building a boutique hotel on Water Island, and it's going to be called Villa Serena. So here we are.
Well, please send me that information because I'll send it to my client. She'll be super excited to hear that.
For those of you next week, maybe we can I can take you out on the sailboat, maybe after the World Congress is over.
Wow, I wish I was coming.
Talk to me about that.
That'd be really cool.
Are
All
you
right,
able
well,
to share your screen?
I will get into it. So I'm going to share my screen here. Sharing sound. Going to start this.
There it is.
Sorry, I'm kind of using two monitors here. So please tell me if you can't hear my voice over this.
No, we can hear.
This is a beautiful property. This is in Dana Point, California. This is about 50 miles north of San Diego. It is one of our coastal jewels. This property is right in what we call the Lantern Village of Dana Point, and it's completely set up for Airbnb. It's fully furnished. It is a 4-bedroom home, 2 bathrooms, and as you'll see, the finishes inside are really amazing. What just happened? No, I don't even know. I don't know where it stopped. Let's go back.
There it is.
So let me get back.
How much can it make per night on Airbnb, for instance? How much would the nightly rate be?
Yeah, this is gonna run about $400 to $500 a night.
That's good.
You can rent it also by the week or month. For a month, it's probably going to be around $15,000. This is a shorter video, so when it's finished, I'll run through some of the photos. But again, everything is super close to this property. Get back to this now.
How far is it from the beach, for instance?
It is. I think I have to. Do I have to unshare to get to
Yes,
a
you'll need to
different-
unshare and then reshare.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. It is just steps from the beach.
Oh,
You can walk to the bluff in about 5 minutes, and then it's a few more minutes to get to the beach from there. Why do I not see this? I had it all set up. What is this? I think it's in the same. Okay, let me go back to my screen and see why this is happening.
so what is the price of the house?
Yeah, the price is 2495. It's around 1,200 square feet, and this is a reasonable price for this area. Very close to, of course, public transportation, easy access to, obviously the beach, easy access to the airport. You can get down to the Del Mar racetrack in about 30 minutes.
San
And
Diego is probably one of the top markets also for Airbnb, so it's a great
yeah.
investment property.
definitely a top market. Anyone in a 1031 exchange. I don't know why I can't get out of this. Get back to my browser.
You want us to move on to Carlos, and then let's see if we can come back to you at the end?
I found it.
Oh, goody, goody.
So I'll click through the pictures here. So now you get to see the inside. This is what I was
Okay.
trying to do
Oh,
here.
is
So
it sold furnished?
it is sold completely furnished. Everything
turnkey.
is super high end. My client recently remodeled this. She turned it from a 2-bedroom into a 4-bedroom. As you can see, the finishes are super high end. It has an ensuite primary bedroom and then a secondary bathroom. This is the living area.
But we
Another
can't see
view-
we can't see the pictures.
You cannot? Oh. I have to share again?
Yes.
Sorry about that. You see it now?
Yes. Oh, that looks lovely.
Oh, boy. Okay, let me go back to the beginning. Yeah, sorry about this. I'll make this pretty quick. Okay, so there's the front. You can see it's really gorgeous.
Mhm.
My client set up this front area so multiple cars can be parked here. There's even room for an RV if, this was,
Oh, that's allowed? That's no
personal
restrictions
use. You would put it in the back. If
Okay.
you look on the left, the gate there is
Yeah.
wide enough for an RV, so you'd park it in the back. But you could park multiple cars on the front. And then here's the kitchen. As you can see, the appliances are super high end quartz. And this is a view towards the living room, one of the bedrooms. Here's the living room.
How long have you had this listing? Was it brand new, just listed? or-
Another view on the living room. I've had this listing for about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So what is your average day on market in your market, average days on market before selling in your area?
It's around 30 days right now. I mean, as I think most areas in the US experienced much lower days on market earlier in 2022, but since the middle of 2023, things slowed down a bit. But inventory did tighten back up at the beginning
Yeah,
of
here too.
2023. But of course, we know interest rates have, soared again. So things have slowed down again. Here's some pictures of the backyard. This is the side yard where you could park an RV. And as you can see, this yard is just beautiful. It has fruit trees and a couple sitting areas. Beautiful lights hanging down.
Lights for night, being out there at nighttime. Do you want to,
Just
you
a
have a
gorgeous
website
property.
you can post in the chat, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my information and the video in the chat and all my information.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
All right. You can
Okay,
stop
thanks so
sharing.
much.
Oh, it's great to meet you, Ron, and look forward to meeting you in person.
Great meeting everyone, and I'll look forward to meeting you guys in the future.
All right, and our next, well, I just wanted to, maybe you can put a hands up in the chat. Who's going to be in Miami next week for the World Congress? Maybe you can write down in the chat so we all know who we're going to see. And by the way, I just want to remind you that this is Miami. It is a little warm here, and we do tend to have rain showers in the afternoon. This is a subtropical climate, so dress accordingly. Of course, when we're inside, it's usually air conditioned, so it's going to be cold. So, but when we go out to do things, it might be raining. So anyways, we have now from Canada, from Toronto, we have Carlos Sosa. But hi there, Carlos. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, we have to turn on your audio. See?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, fantastic.
Oh,
Yes.
great. Yeah, it's such a honor and pleasure sharing this webinar with you and with all our friends from all over the world. It's my first time, so I hope
Yes.
I will contribute to the webinar and give some information about Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Wonderful.
Just to start, I'd like to say that Toronto right now has 153 cranes, more cranes
Yes.
than all cities in the United States together. And I also would like to acknowledge that my personal municipal affairs consultant is also attending, my friend Mason Ainsworth, and he's been helping me understanding the proposals of the More Homes Built Faster Act. It's a new Ontario Act where to ensure that cities, towns, and rural communities grow with a mix of ownership and rental housing types that meet the needs of Ontarians. So if you need any advice on municipal affairs, my friend is also attending. So with regards to my presentation, I am going to answer a few questions that I got when I was told that I was going to be on this webinar. I consulted a few people and I asked them, what questions would the audience ask? And this is one. What is the state of the real estate market in Toronto now? I'm going to be fast so that I don't take much time. The average price of a home in the GTA, Greater Toronto area, rose 4% months over months to 1,150,000 in April. This is data from the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. Still, prices remain below 125 million average posted in April 22. And the same for May, we have reached now the average of 1.2 million. I just have a note that I'd like to mention. Indeed, Toronto home prices increased for the third consecutive monthly gain, and the rebound continues amid fewer houses for sale in Toronto. I think that's also happening in other cities. Yeah. Because of higher interest rates, many would-be buyers kept on the sidelines. We notice an increase of inquiries in our office. Phone calls, we have received more phone calls. It reveals that prospective buyers are slowly back into the game. Supply is really low. Fewer listings are hitting the market and interest rates are increasing. So that is the answer for the first question. The second one is also interesting. I hope you find it curious and interesting. Is the Toronto real estate market in a bubble? Many of my clients, associates, friends, they ask me that question. The answer is Toronto real estate bubble may just got a price floor from Toronto municipal politicians. And Mason, my consultant, understands because he was a counselor in Aurelia for over 8 years. Canada's largest city, Toronto, adopted on May 12 a broad zoning measure that converts single-family homes zoning into multiplex zoning with up to 4 units. This is really a big change.
That's huge. 4 units per how much, for what size land per lot? 4 units per acre or 4 units?
No,
per
4
lot?
units per house. Let's
Per
say there
house,
is
so-
a house, there is a detached home on a street in Toronto, and now they can
Now they can,
rezone to get 4 units.
that's a huge incentive for developers because you
Yes.
need housing. Yes, that's great.
Yeah, that's right. That's why the act that I mentioned before is a bit essence, and we have to learn more about it. The More Homes Built Faster Act.
Mhm.
The name of the law states everything. So, as I said, will this change in zoning prop up the Toronto real estate bubble? And that was the question. We don't know. That's the answer.
Well, you
And
have a question, if I can interrupt you a sec. We have a question from Greg Kantak. It says, good afternoon. Foreign buyers have been precluded from purchase for 2 years. How has this impacted your market?
Okay, there is indeed a ban for 2 years. This year, the 23 and 24. But the ban has changed, has received some changes, and they have
I saw that.
improved the opportunities for investors to invest in Canada, mainly in rural areas, in rural parcels of land that may be used for development. And that's my presentation at the end, where I'm going to talk about the property that I am trying to find a joint venture or a buyer for 90 acres. And here is the draft plan for 607 homes in Wingham, Ontario, the birthplace of the famous writer Alice Munro, a Nobel Prize of Canadian literature. So to my commercial business colleagues and someone of my circle of influence asked me, oh, what's going on in Toronto in the commercial business? So we are following the fate of thousands of square feet of office space sitting empty in downtown Toronto. This is happening, as you know, all over downtowns in North America. We heard that a new funds are being created to invest in the distressed office assets.
Mhm.
The specialists in commercial business may have more knowledge than I do. And finally, question number 3 was, what are the predictions for 2023? Everyone is so excited to find out what's going to happen. I don't have the exact answers. However, in Toronto, we are in a strange time for real estate. I don't know in Miami and other cities. By the way, I love Miami.
Are you going to be here next week?
Not possible. I have investors from overseas, and I have to take care of that. But I will be in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia, in December.
Okay.
Okay, so the strange time. How do you describe this strange time? I want to be specific. A, stubborn inflation. B, volatile mortgage rates. 3, high home prices. D, impending recession. This has left many of my would-be buyers and sellers on the fence. And these are the main 3 questions they are asking. Number 1, will mortgage rates go down? Number two, when will prices drop? And number three, I know everyone has heard these questions. Is there a housing market crash coming?
Everyone says that.
So these are some
How about the rental market? I imagine that the rents have also gone up. The rental
oh,
market
yes,
has also
rents,
gone up.
it is amazing. The
simultaneously.
number of international students arriving in Toronto is
Mm.
tremendous, over 50,000.
Mhm.
And the number of new immigrants to Canada surpassed 1 million, an average of 500,000 per year. So to finalize my presentation, just to show some pictures. Yeah, that's a brochure. I created the brochure.
I like it. This is the old fashioned type of screen sharing, okay?
Yes.
Just put it up to the camera.
Yes. So that's the property. I will send the brochure to anyone that requests. I
Yes.
just want to say that the property is located in the east side of Wingham, next to the existing residential neighborhood and schools. The site has been zoned for residential with a draft subdivision plan to be submitted to the municipality. The development could be phased, and we are looking for a joint venture
I was gonna ask you.
an investor that would like to invest. It's not asking too much. 15 million is
What's
very
the
good.
total cost of the project?
Those numbers I don't have yet,
Okay.
but I will keep your question here in a very special place. And as soon as I have them, I'll forward that to you and to everyone in the panel.
Fantastic. You have entitlements, any entitlements already, or you're still, that's all in the beginning stage? At what stage are you with this project?
We are now completing the required studies,
Mhm.
environmental, hydrogenic, and floods, and so on. And that's why my friend here listening to us, Mason, is helping me in
I see him.
understanding all these requirements from the city council, and meeting with councillors in Aurelian and other cities has been very exciting. By the way, this Monday, I and Mason will be traveling to St. Thomas, which is 30 kilometers south of London, Ontario, where Volkswagen is going to build the largest factory for electric batteries. This project will create 6,000 new jobs. So there is need for industrial, for housing, for a hotel. We'll meet this Monday with the chief of the economic development of the city of St. Thomas, and also with the mayor of St. Thomas. All the information that we are gathering, we are happy to share with all of you. And maybe we can find interested parties to put some options on land around this huge project. The Canadian government has provided billions of dollars in subsidies and also 500 million to help with the construction. I hope my presentation was informative.
Very, very informative.
Thank you.
Although I'm a bit surprised that they haven't gone into downtown and started the office conversions like they've done in other cities. They
are, but I'll write down your question, and then next time I can address that and give you a very specific answer.
All right, well, we'll see. We've gone a little bit past our half-hour mark, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Great to have you, Carlos, and great to have you, Alina, and Roseman, and Ron, and thank you, Edwina. Edwina is in Ireland.
Yeah, thank you,
Edwina, yes.
For organizing, and Allison and Vivian, for hosting. And don't forget downtown San Francisco, which is also ripe for investment. And we're waiting, Edwina and I were waiting for you to help us with reimagining our downtown.
And everyone else, I'll see you next week in Miami.
In Miami.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Oh, and then the next show will be in July, the first Friday of July.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.